But as soon as people start saying, hey, that's not cool, dude, he goes and privates his account. Of course, because that's what these cowards do. Howdy, y'all. I'm Brylan. You see that? That's Netflix's stock. Isn't it beautiful how it's just crashing? Like, legitimately, Netflix is in major trouble. They are feeling the burn. And it all started when Elon Musk called for Netflix to be canceled after it was revealed that Netflix was carrying a he-they produced show called Dead End Paranormal Park, advertised for 7-year-olds. And the show pushes a radical left TWAN LGB indoctrination ideology on children. Hey, if you get value from this video, would you consider hitting that thumbs up button? You know when you like this video to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. In fact, in one of the episodes, one of the characters admits that they are TWAN, of course. And this isn't just an issue with this one show, by the way. I'm going to show you how this is a systemic issue within Netflix. It's like literally, well, it's not just Netflix. Let's get this straight for a second. It's literally every single children's show. We're talking all of the mainstream kids shows on Netflix, Disney, Amazon, even the shows on like YouTube. And the beautiful thing is that after Elon Musk told his 226 million followers that he's canceling Netflix, the trend has gone viral of people posting their cancellations, and it absolutely has. There's been countless numbers of people posting pictures of their personal accounts being canceled. A lot of people, well, they could just be posting fake pictures. That's true, and there probably are some doing that, but why would Netflix's stock be doing this if there wasn't something going on here, if people weren't actually following through? And I've seen the pictures. Now, I actually canceled my Netflix account a long time ago. Remember that show with the underage cheerleaders, the young girls, and they were being all that stuff? I don't even want to get into that, but you can look up that story. Disgusting what Netflix promoted there. And then, of course, they had their Coco Melon show where they had the two dads and the little boy dressed as a princess with a tutu on, dancing around, saying that he can wear whatever he wants and he doesn't know what he is. You know, it was actually Coco Melon, after Netflix picked up that show, that really basically turned every kid show into an LGB indoctrination type show. But here's the show that set Elon Musk off.
I'm trans, Norma, and everyone at school knows, and everyone at home knows, and being here, it's like a whole new place.
Okay, you get it. I obviously can't play too much of it because they're watching. Look how the mainstream media is reacting to this. This is exactly why I use Ground News, because they show you how the left and the right are spinning the news. The left says they'll explain to you what MAGA's unhinged meltdown over the cartoon Dead End Paranormal Park is all about. They'll leave out all the indoctrination stuff, though. And the right is just saying it like it is. Musk's cancel Netflix boycott gains traction in backlash against demonic TWAN shows for kids. Stop guessing when you're being lied to by the mainstream media. Ground News shows you exactly what news outlets are biased. Their blind spot feature shows you when the left or the right isn't covering the news that you should know about. You can also see who owns each news outlet. If you go to ground.news/Brylan or scan the QR code on the screen, you can get 40% off the same Vantage plan that I personally use. Thank you for supporting the sponsor of this video, Ground News. It helps me to continue to bring you daily news videos that you can trust. This is a kid show. This is a children's show. This is the kind of show that if you were to put a kid's account on Netflix, this would be one of the main ones that pops up. In fact, one of the heads of the show, his name is Hamish Steele. That's a name for you, isn't it? Here's a picture of they. You know, the issue isn't just the fact that he created this TWAN indoctrination show for kids and put it on Netflix, and the fact that Netflix actually picked it up, but Also the fact that right after Charlie Kirk was assassinated, this guy went on and gloated about it, celebrated. And not only that, but he was calling out other people for having any sympathy for Charlie Kirk. And he called Charlie Kirk a Nazi, of course. These are the sick radical leftists that are literally running the industry. These are the ones making all the kids shows that you plop your kid down in front of, turn the TV on, leave the room to have a little me time, right? And then they're getting indoctrinated by sick freaks like this. And you know what's funny though is that you can celebrate Charlie Kirk's assassination, you can mock Charlie Kirk, but as soon as people start saying, hey, that's not cool, dude, he goes and privates his account. Of course, because that's what these cowards do. This is all they can do is hide. Now this Dead End Paranormal Park isn't the only radical show on Netflix, of course. It doesn't even begin to hit the tip of the iceberg with this show. I'm going to show you a handful of other examples, and these aren't even all of them. They're some of the worst offenders, though. This is another show called Ada Twist Scientist. Watch this.
Favorite karate instructor Sensei Dave will be marrying mixed martial arts champion Jiu-Jitsu Joe.
He's the undisputed champion of my heart.
Good hustle.
And you can see it just goes on. They're all celebrating this LGB wedding. And look, they're kissing. Yeah, it's disgusting. I know. It really is. But the thing about this show is it's called Ada Twist Scientist. This is from the creators of another show called Doc McStuffins. Now, Doc McStuffins has actually won awards for stuffing the LGB agenda down children's throats, indoctrinating kids. It's disgusting. In fact, it's on every single one of the top lists for being an LGB indoctrination show for kids. So keep that in mind. That's where this show comes from. The same creators. Big surprise. But here's the big twist. This one's executive produced by Barack and Michelle Obama. Yeah, so they haven't stopped ruining our country, if you haven't noticed. Now they're creating kids shows with the LGB twin indoctrination in it. And it's just disgusting. Like, these people are sick and twisted and demented. I don't think you realize how much you really hate the radical left ideology. Doesn't stop there. There's another show called Transformers Earthspark. This is based on, obviously, the cult classic Transformers franchise. Transformers, iconic, right? Well, they're still putting out Transformers cartoons, but now they're filled with the indoctrination of LGB and twin. They're literally living up to their name, Transformers. It's kind of ironic.
I know I'm safe when I'm with my friends or other non-binary people.
Non-binary?
Okay, you get it. But this is a children's show. Transformers. They have taken and ruined Transformers now. Hip hip hooray, right? And it doesn't stop there with Transformers.
Nightshade's pronouns are they, them.
He or she just doesn't fit who I am.
Oh my goodness. It's disgusting. It doesn't stop at Transformers either. There's another show called Gecko's Garage on Netflix. These are all Netflix, remember. But this is a show where, again, this one's geared towards really young children, like toddlers. And look, you have the LGB rainbow heart on there, and they talk about twin, and they're flying the Pied flag, and they're literally indoctrinating toddlers in the way that these shows do with the twin LGB. Look at this it's just all the non-binary garbage. It's all over. It's all over Netflix. This is why you should cancel Netflix. They didn't just take Transformers and ruin that, but they took Jurassic Park. They're just taking that and ruining it too. Look at this.
Folks, you need to check this out. We just sent our kids to bed. This Jurassic World was still playing, and we came across this.
Truthfully, Sammy, I've fallen for you.
Lord have mercy.
Hard.
Okay, so this girl says to the other girl, I've fallen for you. And then the whole scene yep, there they are. Again, hey, this is a kid's show. Look at this. These two women start kissing, and they're just celebrating. They're madly in love. And then you got the pink-haired, yeah, of course. They're doing it with everything. Every single kid's show. Here's another one. This one's called Strawberry Shortcake and the Beast of Berry Bog. This is a dude dressed up in a dress with wearing pearls, telling these kids and this young boy that he can dress this same way too. These people are sick and twisted. They will wish, as the Bible Bible says that they had a millstone tied around their neck and they were thrown into the depths of the sea, than to stand before God in judgment to answer for indoctrinating kids into this perversion. Praise God that someone like Elon Musk sounded the alarm that put Netflix on blast. People need to realize just how bad it is. You know, the Bible tells us in Romans chapter 1 how bad it is and how bad it's going to get. In fact, it says that the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against this kind of ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who suppress the truth in their unrighteousness. And it says that several times throughout Romans 1 that God gave them up to uncleanliness, to the lusts of their hearts, to dishonor their bodies among themselves. And God gave them up to vile passions. And after doing this, their minds became debased, as it says in verse 28 here, meaning that their minds are not working properly. They're unfit. And even though they know the righteous judgment of God, they still continue to do these evil, wicked things and even give approval to those who practice them, hence indoctrinating your children. But hey, let me know your thoughts about all this in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. And if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, join this community. I would love to hear from you on a regular basis. And please hit that thumbs up button. You know when you like this video, to get pushed out to more people, and it would really help spread the truth. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.